Guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is I'm going to show you guys how I bake cake. As you can see, I'm so excited, although I am not just I am so excited because this is like the first time I am making a cake. I made it so well, and even like I had some friends taste it and they were like, wow, this is nice for a first timer. And I was like, wow. So guys, if you want to say how I did this without an oven, okay, keep watching, okay, and please don't forget to hit subscribe button so you do not miss any of my videos, and I'll see you guys in my next video. So let me show you guys the ingredients I'll be using to bake my cake. So first is my butter, next is my baking powder, the next is my vanilla slash banana flavor, next is my raisin or mixed fruits. Nobody calls it mixed fruits. No, nobody calls it raisin, rather they call it mixed fruit, but I like to call it raisin. And then my 3 eggs, and this is my milk powder, which is almost finished, but it's okay. And then my hand mixer or hand whisker, this. And then my baking pan is actually really small because it was the first time baking a cake, so I wanted to try with something small first before I go to something big. This is my sugar, okay, and this is my flour. So like I have like 5 cups of flour there, I think. And this is the pan where I put my cake after baking it. And then these are things. I'm going to show you guys what I'll do with this in a minute. Okay, finally I have my roll of aluminium foil. Alright, so the first thing, I have my empty clean pan. Make sure it's clean so that you don't have anything burning in it. Then I'm going to put a little bit of butter in it and swirl it around using my clean hands. I'm also going to put at least 2 pinch of flour and swirl it around the pan. Wherever the butter is, the flour goes there. This is to prevent my cake mix from burning. Now this is what I have. Now after doing, I'm going to keep this aside and I'm going to start mixing. Now first I have my bowl. I'm going to put into the bowl. I'm just adding whatever it is that my head tells me to do until it says enough. I think that's my great grandfather talking to me, but that's okay. So I'm going to start whisking and mixing the butter until it goes from this yellowish to a lighter yellow. Okay, so this is me mixing with my hand mixer, and my arm hurts. It's hurting. It's hurting. Now I'm going to put a cup of sugar using this coffee cup that is almost equivalent to a measuring cup. Now I put just 1 cup of sugar into my bowl and I started mixing. Okay, so I'm making sure it actually levels. All right, and then I turn it into the bowl and I start mixing. So I'm going to mix and whisk and mix and whisk and mix and whisk until my arm hurts and then the sugar totally melts into the butter. Okay, so it goes from something like this to something really pasty and fluffy. All right, now time for the eggs, guys. So 3 eggs goes into my bowl. So the first egg, the second egg, and guys, I kind of wish I could break my eggs without using a spoon. I kind of see this in a lot of videos, but I'm unable to do that. But in future though, I would learn. So I'm going to mix my 3 eggs into the bowl and I'm going to mix until I have something like this. So at this point it's kind of elastic at first glance. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to put is my baking powder. So I use this tablespoon. It's not a tablespoon, like a measuring spoon that my sister got for me. It's set. So I'm going to use it as my tablespoon because it kind of measures a tablespoon, of course, to measure my baking powder. And I'm going to put it in the bowl. Now, according to my sweet friend General, she says the baking powder makes the cake rise. And then this is my milk powder still with that measuring spoon. Okay, so I'm going to put it into the bowl and I'm going to continue whisking. Then next is my vanilla slash banana flavor. I couldn't measure, so I just use the cover of the bottle to put at least it's 1.5. I think it's 1.5 that I put into the bowl. And then I continue mixing. So this is mixing and whisking till I think I was going to like cut my arm off and drop it and go to bed. Next is my raisin on my mixed fruits and I'm going to continue mixing. Then next I want to put my flour, 3 cups, first cup down, second cup, and the third cup. Okay, still using that same cup I used to measure the sugar. Now I want to continue mixing the cake mix and whisking and mixing until this is what I have. At this point my hand mixer started acting out, but it's okay. Alright, so we're going to like have a funeral to bid the hand mixer goodbye. because it just decided to ruin itself because I can't be the one that ruined it. Okay, so this is what I have. Oh, okay. This is the mixer, the end of it. Like I said, a funeral. I will let you guys know when the position is up. And then this is the final mix. I'm going to set this aside, put my pot on fire, heat it up until for like 5 minutes as it's very hot. Then I'm going to take the tins, put one on one side, put the other on the other side. Oh, clumsy me. Put it on the other side. I'm going to take my cake, my pan. I'm going to place it on the tin and make sure it's well seated. Then I'll get my aluminum foil, cut it to a much large shape that is larger than the pot itself. I'll put it on the pot and then I'm going to place the lid all over it. Now this is to trap in the hot air and also prevent the air from going out. So in between, I checked for doneness using a toothpick. I just put the toothpick in the center of the pan and make sure when it comes out and there's no particular cake on it, you know your cake is done, okay? And it's ready for your tummy. So guys, I didn't want to make it seem like I just made the cake out of the dream because I kind of did a lot of research. I've never baked a cake before. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I watched and I looked at every process. I studied the process down to when the cake was ready. I called my friend Generous that I probably, in fact, I'm the only person that gives her trouble in the world. So I want to thank her and also thank everybody that supported me, that kind of, motivated me to do this. And I also made the brownie that gave the cake kind of a marble look out of the whim. And thank you guys for watching. I also forgot to flatten out my cake, and that is why the top looks a little bit elevated. Please do not forget to subscribe and leave my video a thumbs up. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.